Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? It's our grand finale. This is the finals. Wow, it's such a blessing. Started this journey 25 um 25 days was the goal that I would do 25 days Glasgow. So we're going to have an experience where we learn, we share, we grow. And today is day 25. Today is the final day of the month of July. And we've had a phenomenal time learning about money to empower us to finish the year strong. If this is the first time you are watching, you've missed the entire month. But you see the way God works. The final is bigger than the beginning, the latter, the glory of the latter days. So I'm really happy to be here. The media reset has been a 25 days, Monday to Friday, weekdays throughout the month of July to help us reset and finish the year strong. If this is your first time ever joining, welcome. I'm honored to have your attention on this final day. However, just let me know your name and where you're watching from. I have a guest today. Blessing has come on, I think, twice, but this is the first time she's joining me. Now, Blessing she's a member of Team Rep 360. She's a member of the team, and let me add her to the stage right now. And yes, and today we're discussing financial declaration, financial charts, generally just how to finish the episode strong. We've had a very good run, and I'm happy that Blessing is joining me at this final episode. So, Blessing, how you doing? Are you here with us, Blessing? Hello, are you there? Are you doing? Let's talk money, final charge, final declaration. Is the audio good? Why can't I hear Blessing? Is Blessing with me? Is it from my end? I think it is from my end. Let me increase my volume everywhere. All right, hopefully now we are good. I still can't hear you. Are you sure you're not muted? What's going on? So I'm going to miss my puffs. I have my 4 puffs I'm really loving. And I'm thinking I'm going to change my style next week. For now, I've gotten so many interesting compliments about the hair. To think it is I did it myself. Do you know how much money I spend doing different hairstyles? And the people just look at it and say fine. But then this one that I just did myself very easily, everybody's like, oh my God, it's so fine. I love your hair. It's so cool. Is it your hair? Is everything your hair? Did you attach anything to it? I said, no, I didn't. They're like, oh, it's so fine. So blessed, can we hear you yet? We still can't hear you. Oh my God, what a guan. What's going on? Why can't we hear Blessing? Blessing, I think we should do something. Um, you should exit and come back in. Let's try that. So I'd like you to leave the meeting and then come back into the meeting. Hopefully that should give us a better connection. So leave the meeting, come back, and then let's try again. Fantastic. Let's see how that goes. Look at how fresh my makeup is still looking. Since morning. I'm looking so fine. If I don't praise me, who will praise me? Who's gonna do it? I'm gonna totally praise myself. Generally having fun. I've had such a stressful, busy day. I am seriously ready for bed. Um, but we're going to finish, and our final charge and our financial declaration is going to be wow. So, Blessing, are you saying anything right now? Is it better? Let me see if I can hear you. So sad. Can you hear Blessing? Is it just me? Or does Blessing need to go and drink malt and come back? Or go and drink Zobo and come back? Where's my Zobo? Guys, bring me my Zobo. Let me drink my. I don't want my Zobo in the freezer. Bring my Zobo. Zobo. Grandpa has gone home. Grandpa has gone home. Grandma is in the kitchen. I'm live, actually. Literally. So move your head away. Close the door. Okay, so since I cannot hear Blessing, maybe what Blessing will be doing for me will be doing sign language. Blessing will do. Blessing will do. Blessing will do sign language. Oh gosh. Blessing will do sign language because we're going to be starting regardless. We've shared a whole lot in the course of the past 25 days, and I know that every Friday we've been.
Hi.
Finally, we're seeing two of
thank
you
God though.
and hearing one of you.
Okay, so I think I'll have to join in the other one because this particular laptop is dark. So I felt like I needed to, show my face.
No, but I can still see you. But more importantly, I can hear you. And that is the most important thing for me. Blessing, I've wanted to gist your story. Blessing has money. Oh, this is my Blessing here. My Blessing, my landlord Blessing. My Gen Z baby. My
Please.
my my Gen Z baby that is making real estate money. See, some of you will sit down there. You see, Blessing, I know. Blessing is someone I'm very, 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 very. We've had our ups and downs, or rather,
Yeah.
she has had her ups and downs. Me, I've been solid. I've just been very, very solid while she's doing her. I'm seeing your eye. While Blessing is doing her ups and downs, me, I've been very, very solid, and being the solid one while waiting for her to. When you go up, you meet me. When you come down, I'll be
And you've
waiting to
been very
protect you.
patient.
So I've been patient with Blessing because I understand that with life, everybody goes through seasons. And if I don't accommodate the different seasons, and I think it's a season for me too. And the season worked for us. I probably will not be as accommodating right now. That's the truth. If another Blessing comes into Rep 360 into my life, I probably wouldn't be as patient. And that's been about life. There are opportunities that God brings. Everything will just blend for that season. I've been dragging and harassing Johnson, and I was just laughing in my mind that it's not like Johnson has been with us for 3 months, but if you know the way I've been pressuring him, that I need to see you, I need to, you're not showing yourself, I need to see your vibrancy and all of that. I have expectations. So sometimes with life, we have seasons where you can make some mistakes and life would give you second chance. You are able to redo it. You are able to get this third chance, fourth chance. Another person would only do once and they will not get a second chance. So in life and with finances, as with everything, don't compare yourself. Because if somebody is looking at you and comparing themselves with you and saying, oh, I resigned from a company, I got back to the company, I'm doing work from home, I'm doing this one, the privileges that you have, somebody else is not going to get it. That's the truth. And if anybody is comparing themselves, there's a thing that I've said it jokingly, my mentors have said it to me, we might be age mates, but we are not grace mates. I can get away with some things that if you try it, you lose your job. and you can say it with your full chest, Blessing, that there are things that I can get away with. You can tell somebody, I got away with some things that if you try it in your office, you lose the job. You lose the job,
I tell
100%.
people.
So we might be age mates, but we are not grace mates. There are some things that God just gave me. And it also helps us not to waste opportunities when they come. Because there are some people that they will look at your life or look at my life and feel like, but both of us are the same now. What's there? She has one head, I have one head. I always say that thing. I say it that Dangote has one head, Tony Lumelu has one head, and Tokwe has one head. So if they can achieve that level of success that they have, I should be able to achieve that same level of success. However, their head, they also married another head that is very solid. They also have uncles that are billionaires, very, very solid. They have in-laws, billionaires that I don't have. So yes, we all have one head, but people have their own privileges and opportunities and graces that they carry. And it's important that we run our race facing our lane without feeling jealous of another person's race or feeling angry that another person is enjoying some form of blessing. Because the truth is, our journeys are different. So, your money journey, let's get into it, Blessing. It's really interesting. I'm having this conversation. Like I said, it's all through this month of July. The most beautiful part of this experience is I'm getting to talk to my staff and we're having this conversation on social media. I get to know a bit more about you. I get to reveal your secrets of how you make money through Red 360 to the world, so that those that are asking you for urgent 2K and you're doing like, oh, I'm a baby girl, me too. I'm looking for, they will know that you actually have money.
Hey, so I'm about to be casted. Casted in British.
100%.
Say casted.
So, all right. So the floor is yours. How you doing?
I'm grateful. Will I say fine? I know I could be better. And first off, I want to tell you thank you. Thank you very much for patience and every time. Sometimes I just sit and I analyze my life. So I'm someone that I don't like to settle for less, and I'm not very patient too. So sometimes when I have stayed in a place 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and I'm not seeing the result that I want, I just feel like, well, let me jump, let me go somewhere else, let me see what's outside. But with you have you know that kind of bring your head down. So sometimes I tend to go astray sometimes. See, forget that TMO is my boss. If you're watching it, she's a mother figure, and she's very patient. And maybe because I might be the daughter she didn't have. Let me just mute this. I don't know where to start or how to start this conversation, because when I had joined Rep 360, I didn't know how to speak. I didn't have a voice like verbally. I do not speak. If anything, I'll just write and expect you to read and understand, or I write for people and everything. Then at some point, Temu brought me to the limelight. Like, it's talent is not enough. You need to understand the relevance of talent. So and it's faster to understand the relevance of your talent when you are associated with people that would help you, not just people that will say, "Oh, you write beautifully, you're going to go far," that kind of thing. Like at some point, you help me to understand that, okay, you are a good writer. What can you do with writing? You can also speak. You can also do this. You can also do that, and it made me, you know, I got comfortable with speaking. Then at some point, I started closing sales because from writing, I could speak to people and I could convince people to, close sales. So it's from there. I don't know. It's quite emotional, and I'm trying not to touch my emotional side in this conversation because we are going to talk about money. So my career journey, my financial journey had always it had I didn't understand it. It had always been from, maybe should I say, from Rep 360, because you might have a talent. Oh, this person knows how to sing, but the person is broke. The person will die broke. How what's your relevance? Why what are you using it for? What are you get? So you might be good with words, but you don't have the guidance on how to do it. You don't know how to skill up. Then from there, I became curious. As I, what else can I do? Because I have a curious boss actually. So it's entered, the spirit entered me. So I now became curious that, okay, because we do this wisdom and wins where Temo is bringing new nuggets every time, and I always go back and sit down and think about myself, and I'm not comfortable. So the first thing about, for you to have money, for you to leave point A to point B, you have to be uncomfortable. So if you are gonna be so I don't know. It's just been, thank you, Timo, and thank my mom and everybody, because if not, notwithstanding, I know that I would have just been in the shadows, and I wouldn't understand. I'll just be moving from one place to another, and I'll still be having the same recurring problem, which is maybe, oh, at my age, I'm still not having money, but I can write better than this person. How come I can write better than this person and I'm not able to? Like, it's sometimes you need mentorship, in as much as it might be an overused word, or it might be, sometimes you need humility, you need service, you need mentorship. It's kind of the journey that you use 20 years to do, you can do it in a year, you can do it in 12 months. So um that those things, sipping everything and willingness, the open-mindedness, has actually helped my finance a great extent, I must say.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's interesting to hear because even from my own personal experience, I I would say that for me, I was someone that I've always known I was very talented, I was very capable, I had capabilities, I knew that there was a lot in my head, but I also always felt that I was not making as much money as I felt I could be making or I should be making. So I can relate with anybody that feels talented and is feeling like,
There is more.
if there is more, anyone that feels, I met someone, I went to speak at a conference, DICE, developers, something, something, real estate, sha. And the
Okay.
guy came to meet me, and the guy was like, CMO, when you were speaking on stage, I felt you were talking to me. You were sharing my story. I'm so gingered. But you see, I'm a videographer and I've worked with like a few real estate companies. And right now, I'm no longer working with anybody, but I'm not making the kind of money. And I was like, just calm down. He was like, no, Tiamo, you don't understand. I know I should be making more money. I say, I understand. He said, no, Tiamo, I said, I understand. I understand. I could feel his passion and pain. You know, they say that when you follow your passion, it will bring you into follow your passion, you would make money, your passion can become profit, you know. But I have met many people who are passionately poor. They are so passionate, they are broke. They are passionately in poverty. So I can understand the pain. And this is talent wasting, or not even wasting, but just not clearly directed. You know, so
True.
for me, I have learned to, you know, I've learned the hard way to be more empathetic for someone on the journey, because I know what it's like to be on that journey as well. The journey to full actualization of or full expression of your potential, of your capacity. And I also understand the importance of mentorship on that journey, because the same talent deployed under mentorship will be like you are being directed into, it's like you channeling, the sun is shining at everybody during the daytime, and somebody takes this lens to make it into a laser, and the same light can now laser focus and cut through things, can burn things. I have seen someone use sunlight under a reflective lens to carve out designs. And I'm wondering, this is the same sunlight. It's the same sunlight, the same heat, the same capacity. Somebody is using sunlight to cook food. Another person is using sunlight to just have sunburn, because they don't have mentorship and they don't have guidance. That same sunlight, there's an innovator on Instagram that she's really trending. She was able to channel sunlight and she created power from sunlight, not using solar, creating her own solar by herself. Under mentorship, phenomenal achievement. Without mentorship, this person can hustle for life in poverty. That's why we pay to be in the rooms, you pay to meet people, you watch their videos, some follow me. There was we had a meeting in the office today. I know a lot of people that came to the meeting were watching this class, and they were like, oh, I need to just meet you one-on-one because I learned so much from watching you online. Those are the things that exposes and makes you uncomfortable with mediocrity, and start asking yourself, I can do more than this. Essentially, Blessing, what you realized was you've always been a good writer, but you didn't think you should do more than writing. But now your videos are catching fire. So there was video inside you.
Okay, and the thing is, when people say you're good, and you be like, okay, if I'm good, I'm supposed to make a lot of money. You get and you'll be uncomfortable. I don't know about, but I'm speaking from the Gen Z generation. There are times when they tell you you're good. People are making this certain amount. Then you now be like, okay, my talent should equate this money. Then you become desperate, you become frustrated, and you start hopping from one place to another. And it might just be God like channeling you, like, okay, you have to follow this path to prepare you for the next stage and the next stage. But you just be like everywhere, and you'll be losing your relevance, and your talent will just be like it's saturated or something like that. But I feel like, I know this is the last day, but I feel more young people should listen to it. More talented young people should listen to it, especially in the creative life, because our reward in life is always measured by our value and gift. We have the talent. What are we doing with it? Instead of being frustrated. So it's triggered me a lot. And I was just jumping from one place to another. And I'm sure at some point repetitions did not understand me. And I was confused. Or I'm still confused, because at some point I'll be like, okay, I'm bored. I'm a creative person. I'm supposed to make this kind of money, and I'll now jump to another level, and I'll now say, oh, okay, let me come back here. I don't know. We struggle with that a lot. We still struggle with that a lot. And before you know, somebody's pushing 40, we're pushing 35, and we have nothing. Nothing.
So let me tell you something. That confusion, I've shared the story before. I married in my 20s, and I shared the story, and I've shared it in several conferences I've spoken at, and my husband is 10 years older than me. So my husband was struggling to get me to focus. He was like, just focus, just pick one thing and pick one thing. And I could not. I was like, no, I can do many things. I can do all things through Christ. I don't want you to tie me into one thing, and all of that. And we had that quarrel in the house. I went to TVC. After I left TVC, he was still hot in my blood. I drove to his office and I went to meet him. Come downstairs. Come down. I'm not coming upstairs. Come down. Come and meet me in the car. And then he came into the car, sat in the passenger side. I was in driver's side, and I was telling him that, see, I know that you are looking at me like I'm confused, but I'm not really confused. I'm just trying to figure out which is the right path. And he was like, no, you cannot figure it out. You need to just focus. As he was talking, I just burst into tears. And I was like, just let me enjoy this confusion. One day, I will talk about this story of my confusion and it will inspire people. And I will never forget that moment. So, Blessing, your feeling cuts across many people, and it is a seasonal feeling. And the truth is, many people, and I would say in your age bracket, when I was in that age bracket too, there's the feeling of let me quickly explore something else. But when you jump across plenty places, you are dissipating your energy. So this is, I can achieve like this. Like I can carry this power bank with one hand, but I can't carry it with one finger. It will fall. So this is my energy, 5 fingers. The 5 fingers together would hold power bank easily. But if I decide to use one finger to hold phone, one finger to hold pen, one finger to hold water, one finger will not hold the power bank. It will fall. So dissipating our energy might feel like we're exploring different things, but it might also mean that while you're exploring all those different things, if you don't find someone to give you a bit of anchor, you will get lost trying out different things and end up in worse level of depression than the confusion you had before. But that anchor is important. See what your small journey, Sharon is going on a journey too. I know you know Sharon. I don't know how close you are, but Sharon is going on a journey. And she came to meet me and she spoke to me. And I said, don't worry, I'm your anchor. I go there here for you. I hold ground. Go and do what you want to do. Come back. Why? It is important to be able to, you see, children learn how to walk because they have parents who are not scared to let them fall, but will be protecting them to avoid them having life-threatening accidents. So you provide a bit of framework, cushion on the floor. Let them walk, they fall on the cushion. They walk, they fall on the cushion. You will not leave them on a concrete because you know if you do that, it might lead to a life-threatening exercise, but they need that guided environment. However, they don't need to be stifled. Now, for many Gen Zs, the structured work environment can be stifling. Yes, it is structured, but it's rigid and stifling. So there has to be a bit of flexibility to give room for exploring the opportunities in a guided environment so that you don't lost completely. You don't wonder what has happened completely. You're clocking it, Abby. You're clocking it, Abby.
Because it's speaking to me.
Let's talk about money. How do you handle the pressure of friends who seem to be making a whole lot of money and talking about it online? How do you manage your emotions from getting triggered when you see those posts about those people that they seem to they seem to have their life together and they're like 25 or they're not even 30 yet, and they're like brand new car, YouTube hitting 100,000 streams, and you're wondering, I'm smarter than this person. How do you manage the emotion when it comes to money?
Okay, that's actually a very solid one. Because I feel like everything is just flashlight, everything is filling the gap. Because believe social media at your own risks. So I went to Unilag, and you know Unilag, plus I'm in Faculty of Arts. You know us, we have fun people,
You
live
are
up
extra.
party and everything. Exactly. And I stayed off campus all through my time in school. So I used to have the pressure when I see all of these things. I used to, like, you are in school, but you are driving to class and you have the latest phone. I started school with a Lenovo. A Lenovo hand me down with the camera that looked like green. Like green. Like it's like they use starch to clean the screen before they sold it to my father. So I was always hiding my phone and I was different, but I might act like it's not triggering and it's not all of it's not triggering and everything, but um I got curious and I became close to some people because I felt like, okay, do I have to be stupid to be comfortable? Do I because I don't feel comfortable being stupid, even if I'm a playful person and everything. But I feel like, okay, this doesn't make sense. You are comfortable getting in this person's car, on that person's car, and then I got inside the circle. At some point I got inside the circle and I started rolling with some people, but they there are times when they'll be like, blessing, don't come into this thing, there's nothing here. And I have people that would borrow loan to pay up a loan, to borrow another loan, and you're paying car on hire purchase. There's no financial goal. Like you are using iPhone, you are using the latest iPhone, but me that I'm using Lenovo, I'm the one buying data and owning hotspots for you and everything. So I feel when I entered the circle, I just knew that okay, this one is not for me. Oh. Then because I'm curious, I wanted to be part of it. I mean, if people are doing, let me too join. I got lost. I wasn't comfortable. But
Mm.
for young people, don't believe anything that you are seeing on social media because you're just going to get lost and
Mm.
everybody is just packaging, rebranding and everything, and you see that your IQ, your value, everything is dropping. And at the end of the day, when you now analyze how you spent your day, and I don't eat a lot. At some point, should I can I say on here,
Mhm.
like I got raped, like because I was trying to feel among, and I feel that was it was at that moment that I knew that okay,
It wasn't it.
this space wasn't my space, because to the point that the person that even did it did not apologize for raping. He apologized because he didn't think a year three person in Unilag can be a virgin. And that was what he apologized for. I said, like, he didn't apologize for forceful entry, he apologized for not believing that I was a
Baby.
virgin. So it's crazy and everything. So when you if you don't have if you don't have voice of reasoning around you, you're going to get
Hello.
lost. And by the time you realize, you might be so into it and
You can't even see a way out.
you can't see a way out, because there are people with I have a friend. Yeah, she's my mom said I shouldn't call her my friend, but she's a friend. And my mom taught her when she was in school. We went to the same secondary school. We were
Mhm.
classmates. At some point, I started hearing that her parent divorced. Then I started hearing that she was going around to, play with guys for money. You get, and she was doing modeling as early as, but we were seeing that she was doing modeling, she was wearing makeup, she was looking good, and then there is us in the same secondary school, and we look like dead guys. Yeah, like because like we're the dead guys, and I didn't know that she was dying inside. Like there are times where there was a time she snuck out of school and she got back and we're like, what clothes did you wear today? Like, like she's a very fine girl, and plus the
It
makeup
looked
and
like she was
everything.
living the life.
Yes, it looked like she was living the life, but she was crying in the bathroom. Like, why are you crying? I think she was getting threats from one of the guys out there or things like this. Then it was like she spoke with me that day in the bathroom in the night, and we were talking, and I felt like okay, I have my friend back. Then in daytime, she I became a nobody. Like
Went back to her. So the thing is, I love the fact that you're sharing this story, and I think it's important that these people hear this because um I feel that when people feel isolated, I was talking to someone, I sent her a voice note. I said, I've missed you. I hope you're fine. That because when evil wants to thrive, they isolate you first. When you feel you are alone, nobody can relate, nobody can understand. You
yeah,
don't, you can't be open to anybody. So you are isolated, and in isolation, you can be dealt with maximally. Pain can
true.
get to you, emotions can get to you, trauma can hold you down because you are isolated. Nobody can give you perspective because you're isolated. And if anything happens, you feel like, oh, nobody cares, nobody even checked on me anyway. And even when we think we're making when you spoke about wrong association, sometimes we make money from the wrong association, or we look like we're making money, but we know we are in the wrong association.
Right now they are
The
broke.
You know
And
you
then
are in the
there's
wrong
blessing.
So it is important to differentiate the association that is bringing you money and the association that is making you look rich. There are
Yeah.
associations that don't bring you money, but they make you look rich.
True.
And I've watched a few Netflix, no, not one particular Korean, I'll teach you a lesson. And I realized it. Bullying takes place and thrives easily when somebody feels isolated and you don't have friends and you just get stuck into, you want people to like you want people to be around you.
Yeah.
That is how things you get taken advantage of. In most cases, you get taken advantage of. But the question I
True.
asked was about, managing the pressure of wealth around you. And I love that you have gotten to the point where you have perception, you have perspective to the fact that not everybody that looks wealthy is actually wealthy.
I don't
And
get moved
their
anymore.
their wealth, if they do have it genuinely, I'm grateful for your life. I'm inspired by your growth, but I don't let that make me feel bad about my own life. I don't make it. And sometimes people think people feel pressured more when they are young. It's a lie. To any age. Today, I ran into one of my big aunties, and she was telling me she was buying lace in SARS. And she was telling me that she doesn't do Ashwebi. Oh. She and three of her friends, right from time they don't do Ashwebi, she has a party, and she said that the Ashwebi they picked for that party was 1.5 million naira for lace. And she told herself, I'm not doing. And so she went to buy fabric that she's going to wear. Yeah, you heard me right. 1.5 million naira for lace for the Ashwebi. That excludes the ridiculous cost of sewing as well. And she said she has told herself that she's not going to be pressured into all this Ashwebi craze and Ashwebi drama. No, I will buy what I like. I
It's
would
easier
wear
said than done.
what I like. And she was telling me that just this afternoon, she said, CMO, if you know what people are going through, that a lot of the people you see on social media, if you know what they are going through, that the women are the one paying house rent, paying school fees, paying for summer holiday, and they are the ones flaunting everything online. And you be thinking, I want to be like, he said, don't envy any marriage, don't envy anybody you're seeing online. I was just looking at that, and look at me, I'm 41, she's in her 50s. So you are in your, do you get, why
20s,
am I
yeah.
sharing this story? At every level
Stage.
of life, there are people that would be living the life that can tension you. If you allow yourself to be tensioned, you need to screw it very well. I cannot be tensioned by anybody. You carry your 24 karat gold for chest, 30 billion gang. I love you. I celebrate you. I hug you. Bye. One of my friends is going on family. She went to family vacation today with her husband and children. Love you, hugged her. I'll miss you so much. Mwah. We love you, gone. I'm gonna see you when you come back. Buy me chocolate when you're coming. No beef. No, I don't even feel any sense of anything. Why? Every stage, I am focused on my goal. And this is our final charge. Every journey of your life, there will be somebody doing better than you, and there'll be somebody doing worse off than you. You think you're confused, there's somebody more confused into drugs. You think you are trying to, there's somebody whose situation is worse off, and there are those who their own is better, and there are those that they are so faking it, they don't even know anymore that they're living fake life. They don't even have a way out.
True.
So,
So I was going to add something to what you have said. I still feel the surrounding to if you're among people that say, see what your mates are doing. That thing can kill you because when we used to do this family dinner on Easter, I no longer attend. Sometimes in August, and some of my cousins will be speaking Fone and they are speaking well and everything. Then my mommy will now give me like see your mates. You know that kind of like you get that kind of thing. So there's this pressure. It's unspoken, but that thing can pain. So you see, I see. I don't want to talk about what is on social media because I know what is about. I'm talking about my cousin that they're well bred, speaking for them. They already have their fashion brand and everything, and there is me still like. I feel like I'm not doing enough, but I know. So the only thing, beyond what can help you, like it should be a competition between you and you. So have you written down that this is what blessing wants to be? If you like, be a nepo baby, you're able to skill up, you're able to cut corners. This is what blessing wants. Learn for people that maybe they are surrounded with family telling them they are not doing good enough and everything. Learn to block your ears from all of these thoughts and everything, and remind yourself that okay, blessing has grown. Though this is not blessing that used to be blessing last month. Blessing has added this to our certificate and everything. Because if not, hey, pressure will kill you. Pressure, hey God. I know I don't know if my cousin is going to see that. I don't think they're like high net worth Gen Z's, and it's like when I'm now hanging out with them, like it always make me want to like humble myself around there. But at the time where I started working on myself and everything, and I started speaking with them, and I said that okay, they're not that bad, though, and it's okay.
okay,
Like they might
the
help you
next
and everything.
the next 10 years will shock you. Just be
Well,
consistent. Just be consistent in your self-development and your growth. For everyone watching, the next 10 years of consistent, focused action will shock you. I also grew up in that kind of setting. I grew up in a 2-bedroom flat, very comfortable, but I go and visit my cousins. We go to Alagbado, there is mansion. I had an uncle that was a commissioner of police in Lagos State. Like they were balling. I have an uncle. I have a cousin that their street in Ikeja was named after them. Like in Ikeja, they are going to really good schools. So I've always understood that I can go to a big house. Everybody has bedroom and toilet inside their house, and I will go back to my house, and my parents drilled it into my ear. Look at them, be grateful for them, come back to your house, continue your lane. So I always, right from time, knew not to compete. But even as I became older, there will still be that feeling in your chest. There'll be a tightness in your chest that But fast forward to 2 years ago, I was in Houston. I was in America, and I went to Houston, and I found out my cousin lives in Dallas. It's a 5-hour drive. My husband and I rented our car, and we drove 5 hours, went with gifts, went with jewelry to give my cousin that I had not seen in years. And I was like, we were having conversation. And the distance was before, but now there was no distance anymore. You did America, I did America. I'm not hustling your hustle. I paid for my ticket. I came for vacation.
You would not know the speed of your growth if you are focused on you.
Exactly. Just hold your own. The people you were looking at and you were wondering, I go reach there. Very soon, you will sit at the same high table with them. You'll be invited to conferences with them. You'll be in the rooms with them. And what used to be like this long distance, like you're shaking your head and wondering what's going on, they'll be the one admiring you. They'll be like, oh my God, Blessing, you're doing so well. Blessing, I'm so impressed. Did you write that stuff? Did you get that award?
It's
Why?
always,
You
how
didn't,
did you? How did you?
you didn't look at them. You didn't look at them. You looked at yourself. You looked at your journey. You looked at your goals. You focused on yourself. You cannot achieve greatness running another person's race. You can
True.
never win another person's race. If you are running and you know all those, like, not marathon where they collapse lane, but you are running a sprint where you must be on your own lane. If you cross lane and you finish first, you did not win. Oh. If you are on a sprint, you must finish the race on your lane. Many people start running the race and start deviating from their lane. And they think, oh, I will finish fast and end up in my own. Face your lane, your financial goals, your financial plans, your dreams. It's your own. It's Blessing better than TMO. It's Blessing better than Fawaz. It's Blessing doing better than DBC. It's not about that. Is Blessing better off in July than she was in June? Is Blessing better off? Has she done things in August that she did not do in July? Was she able to set goals for herself that she would achieve in the course of the month? Did she achieve everything she wanted to achieve? When she said she was going to go live, she was going to record 4 videos, she was going to stream 5 times. Was she able to do it? I have had the best month in terms of July, and I have made the least money of this year. Honestly, I've had the best month in terms of, I said I was going to do 25 days Gbasgbos. We're going to show up here every day. I set my goals. I have my class. I had tons of speaking engagements, and I have been doing everything. But financially, this has been the worst financial month of the year. And yet, in this same month, I achieved something I've been praying for the past 16 years of marriage. Blessing, you are aware. Do you understand? All
Yeah.
within 1 month. 1 month, we made
You're
the
in
least
the
amount of money.
furnace.
Do you understand? We made the least amount of money. We achieved our goal in terms of showing up live. We made a huge purchase. Big deal, biggest purchase we've ever done. All in 1 month. It is not the race for any other person. It is my individual race. And if you begin to look at another person's journey or compare, you will miss the mark completely. So the journey and the mid-year reset we are doing is to help us finish 2026 strong. That 2026 will be your best year. That in the next few months of this year, you'll be able to look back and say, oh my goodness, I had an amazing August. I had the best September. Oh my God, October was phenomenal. November, what did you just do to me? I killed it. And December, everybody. Yes, please talk to anybody I display their number. They are my team. Anyone you see their number, they work with us. They work with Rep 360. You can discuss real estate. You can discuss US real estate, Nigerian real estate, American real estate, Dubai real estate. Talk to them. You can talk to any of the numbers on the screen. So, I am excited. September, I'm going to be speaking in Ghana. September, I'm going to be speaking in Canada. All of this happened within this same July that technically we made the least amount of money we've ever made in the month throughout this year. So imagine if I am basing my life based on how much money entered into the business account. Blessing, and every other person watching, your life is more than the money that comes into your account. Your life is more than what comes into your account. Your life is a sum total of your values, your character, the impact you're getting to have. Blessing, your consistency in creating videos is inspiring somebody. One of your schoolmates is looking at your videos and saying, oh my God, look at Blessing. And me, I don't even feel comfortable. I cannot even write, talk less of doing this. They are seeing your articles on Substack and they're looking at themselves, and Blessing is busy saying, my account is not accounting, my balance is not balancing. Where is the money? Commission, where are you? While in actual fact, you are winning by, you are winning, like you are winning par excellence. You are winning in many fields. And you are truly impacting lives. So money follows value. Let's take the time to build our value. Final declaration. Let's take the time to build our value. Let's take the time to build ourselves, and you'll be shocked how money will flow into your account. Let me have your final thoughts, Blessing. What would you want to leave with people, even after all this our conversation that we've had here today?
Okay, so today being the last day financial declaration, I want anybody watching to understand that 10 people can get the same message. We can all watch this video, but would apply it differently. It's different for everyone. So before you start declaring anything financially, you need clarity. Before you declare, you need to be clear what do you want to declare. That one was good. So you need to but you need to be clear. What are you uncomfortable with? Where do you want the next you to be? What's the direction for the next you to be? So by the time you have clarity, then you now it's I don't know, the ideas just start coming. Okay, this is the decision I need to make, this is what I need to do. So if you have not watched, go to our YouTube, start from the beginning, and don't just watch, implement, sip it, let it go to your bone, and try know that it's now you versus you. What are you going to implement? How are you going to be better? What decision are you going to make? What direction are you moving? What align? Don't just be consistent. Oh, they said we should do financial declaration, then you are consistently pushing out. That might not be your journey. How many
Yeah.
properties have you invested in? I don't know. When right now, I feel you are actually right, because my recent videos have been encouraging younger people to want to buy properties. My friend that used to, she said, "Oh, I'm not traveling this August. Let me see what you have." And I'm like, "Let you see what I have." Okay, there's money, flips it. but but yes. You need to be clear. You need to be clear before you know the next phase you want to move on. I know we've said a lot of things. We've talked about financing, money, everything, but the next 5 months of 2026 might be the same for you. If you're not clear, you're just declaring, "Oh, I receive, I want money, I want this, I want that." Yeah. So I just feel that's pretty much what I'll say. And TMO, there's this post that I made on Instagram. Just the normal caption that I said, "Lord, when we are hanging on by a thread, let it be the hem of your garment. See
Mm.
saves. See saves." I'm like, okay, all this while is
People
like
are going through a lot.
exactly, and I'm like, what is happening? I'm getting likes, I'm getting saves, I'm getting DMs, and it's now making them come to my page. I'm like, okay, is this my part? Maybe I just be Pastor B.
Oh my God.
All right. Thank you very much for having me in this session. And it's not just a session; it's a conversation that that I should take with me and think on. And so I know I am here featuring in this, but it's also speaking to me and speaking to everyone. So I still need clarity. What is that? What's that one thing you're looking for before you now decide that, okay, for me to start making money, this. I mean, I started. and I was jumping from one place to another. Then I decided to sit, and this is where blessing wants to be. And I start working gradually, slowly but steady. It's going to come. Money will come.
Thank you so much, Blessing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you, because I know that this video is forever going to be online. And I know for a fact that you will look back at this video 5 years, 10 years from now, and you'll be like, oh my God, was
I'll
I like
cringe.
this? Was I like this? Oh, wow. And I love it because you can compare, because the growth would be massive. The change would be visible to all. And you will truly by then have become not just a thought leader, but an inspiration to many in every sphere of life. It's not going to be a wannabe. It will be a I am already. And so for those that are trying to decide how to reach out to us, see, you can talk to our team at any time. Drop a message, send a WhatsApp message, just tell them you reached out, you got their details from our events, just send them a WhatsApp message. Any one of the numbers on the screen, send a WhatsApp message. And because it's late already, we reply message. Blessing used to reply customers till 12 midnight because of time difference
Till
for our
2.
diaspora customers. Yes, I know. But I'm not going to publicly announce that our staff are working till 2 a.m. No, because while some can, some can't. So just drop a message and they will get back to you. And my team, they sabi work. They carry the power and the grace to ensure that they get you on track. But financial declarations that I love to make, I always say this: all things work together for my good. And I want you to say it as well, Blessing. All things work together for my good. All things work together for my good.
For my good.
All things work together for my good. I am blessed and I am a blessing. Now, that is such your name. Can't you see how personal that is? I am
Yeah.
blessed
I'll
and
put
I
it on
am
a
a
shirt.
blessing.
I'm
am
blessed
blessed.
and I'm a blessing.
Yes. And you are actually a blessing. In case you don't know, I'm a blessing. My name is Blessing. I am a blessing. I am blessed and I'm a blessing.
Yeah.
I create wealth. And I think that we need to say it over and over again. I create wealth and I am wealthy. I create wealth, I am wealthy. I create wealth, I am wealthy. You create it. I am a money magnet. Oh, I love this.
Very,
I love
very.
it so much. I'm a money magnet. Why? You don't chase money, you attract it. And the best way to attract it is to become a magnet. So everywhere money is, money they find me, money they chase me, money
Yes,
they
so
find me. Say it. Don't just say yes, so say it. Say it,
yes.
Blessing. Money
I'm
they
going to
find me.
money's
Money
looking
they
for me.
chase me. Money
No,
they
same up
money
Divion.
they
Money's looking for
every
me. Money
every currency in everywhere I go to, I am a money magnet. I'm a
I'm a
money
money
magnet.
magnet.
I'm a money magnet. Like it is searching me out. Opportunities to create wealth searches me out. Opportunities to create wealth searches me out. People seek me with wealth, with money. They bring it to me and submit it at my feet. I understand money. I understand money. I understand money. I multiply money. I make more money. I multiply money. I manage money well. Financial declarations are things you must get comfortable saying. I walk into my going out is blessed, my coming in is blessed. Go scriptural.
Yeah.
All that I lay my hands upon are blessed. Everything I touch is blessed. The blessing of the Lord is upon my hand, and the blessing of the Lord makes rich and adds no sorrow. So I am blessed in a way that there is no sorrow affiliated to it. So you have to be comfortable making financial declaration, because at every point in time, when you are on the precipice of breakthrough of something big, temptations will knock on your door that would want to make you speak negative. Something would annoy you, they will frustrate you, something will just click on a negative way. So you must have an arsenal of positive declaration, plenty, that you will always bring out. I am currently looking for my earpods. I was looking for my wristwatch for like 3 days. And I was like, Me, I do not suffer loss. I never suffer loss. I don't misplace my things. I find them. And I just remembered checking the pocket of the dress you wore. And I went to check the pocket of my dress and I found my wristwatch in the pocket of my dress. I was like, that airport, we will find it. I don't suffer loss. I don't lose my things because everything I have is a gift from God and is a blessing to me. You need to have financial declarations at your fingertips. So that when you see your account balance, I'm like, oh, thank you, Lord. What I'm seeing is not enough to pay salary. And we are 24 hours away from salary. And I'm looking at the account and I'm saying, thank you, Lord, for the blessing, because you will not put me to shame. I thank you, Lord, because this account is about to receive some BEMU that we're going to pay salaries. And we did. Literally 24 hours to salary period. The account was not accounted this month of July. And I was declaring and firing and asking and speaking. And everybody's paid. Why? That is how you win. You don't speak what you see. You call forth what does not exist as though it does. That is faith. Let there be light even when there is darkness and confusion around. That is how life works. Elijah asked, God asked Elijah, can these dry bones live again? Elijah said, hey, now you know, me, I don't know. I don't know how to make dry bones live again. Speak your word. And so Elijah was told, speak, and he spoke, and dry bones were gathering together, and life came back into it. It was a dream to show him the possibilities that everything dead in your life can come to life if you declare it with your mouth. Jabez had words spoken over his life, and it was a negative word. And he grew up and said, no, I don't want this again. I was born Jabez, but no, Father, enlarge my coast. And he got the reality. So yes, we will walk. We will work hard. We will Paul planted Apollo's waters, but God brought the increase. So we are going to work hard. We will be consistent to be diligent, but we must know our increase comes from who? God. So we are going to continue to positively declare all through the rest of this year. Every day, ensure you wake up, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Lord. If you are a Muslim, whatever it is you say it. Just wake up with gratitude and end your day with gratitude. Ensure that every time you are speaking concerning your finances, it is positive. Don't be moved by the account balance. Don't be moved by the account balance. Look at the account balance and tell yourself, I will still do far more, exceedingly above what this account balance portends. We will achieve our goals regardless of the cash flow. The money will show up at the time we need it. Trust God and do the work. And in all you do, keep growing. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Blessing. God bless you. Love you. We've had a good time. 25 days. Wow, we're done. I want to go and sleep. Huh?
All right. Be good.
Bye.
Yeah.